At times, this game will resemble a track meet, but let's make one thing clear. This version of the Cleveland Browns 9-3 is much different than the one the Baltimore Ravens 7-5 ran circles around to begin the season. Anchoring the NFL's No. 1 rush attack will again be none other than Lamar Jackson, who's fresh off a 94-yard outing versus Dallas. The Ravens will be looking to outpace a Browns team that, even with Baker Mayfield's recent excellence, should continue to lean on Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt and its No. 2 ranked run game to carry it across the finish line. Here are 4 storylines to watch for when the heated rivals face off on Monday Night Football, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. ESPN Run. Ravens. RunBaltimore made light work of the NFL's worst run defense in its Week 13 win over the Cowboys, rushing for a season-high 294 yards. Although they're averaging 169 a game, it's hard to envision an encore against a more sound opponent. During their 4-game winning streak, the Browns have allowed 99.5 rush YPG and 2 rushing TDs. James Robinson managed to go off for a Derrick Henry-esque 22 carries for 128 yards and a score in Week 12, but Cleveland made up for it by shutting down the man himself, 15/60ths, fumble, last week. The Ravens' assortment of ball carriers makes it much harder to telegraph where handoffs are going. They are the only team with at least 4 players that have 50-plus carries this season, per NFL research. Baltimore has found, and will continue to find with Jackson in tow, a lot of success utilizing red option plays, something Myles Garrett and Co. will try to contain as always. Jackson's unpredictability coupled with the explosiveness of rookie J.K. Dobbins and the downhill running of Mark Ingram and Gus Edwards makes it easy to see why the QB1 hasn't eclipsed 250 pass yards since he threw for 275 when these teams last met. Despite the challenge presented by this tough run D, it's not unreasonable to think that won't change on MNF. What can the Browns' run game do for you? In Week 1, Chubb and Hunt combined for 132 rush yards, 23 carries, but were held scoreless in a 38-6 blowout. It would be shocking if that occurs again. Chubb, who boasts a team-high 7 rushing TDs, has been tremendous. Upon returning from the MCL sprain that kept him out from weeks 5 to 8, the third-year back posted over 100 yards rushing in 3 of 4 games. Believe it or not, his 799 total yards rank 5th in the NFL. As one of the game's hardest runners, Chubb has faced plenty of stacked boxes. According to Next Gen Stats, he's been stuffed at or behind the line of scrimmage on 18% of his carries. Of course, Chubb has made defenses pay more than enough for their effort. His 4.2 yards after contact per carry, according to PFF, are the most in the league. He also leads the NFL in YPC 6.0 and runs of 20 or more yards 11 per NFL research. Even when Chubb's out of the game, the good times keep rolling with Hunt.